Welcome back to the second half of the Bobby Dupree Show. And of course, I forgot to introduce my sidekick here, Mr. Andrew
I'm
Bdthurs.
only on the second half hour every week is what I noticed. I'm still punched in for the whole hour, so if we get paid retroactively,
it's okay.
I have a whole hour in,
all
even
right.
though you don't announce me for half hour.
Yeah, but we got to subtract that 3 minutes break. That you don't have to talk or cut up or do nothing else. Why don't you get a couple of your sponsors?
I can. I love my sponsors. You know
yes,
me.
Sir.
My sponsors love me as much as I love them.
What about Piggly Wiggly?
Well, that's where I'm going to start.
That's
Friars, thighs, and drumsticks. Chicken this weekend, 89 cents a pound. That means you can fry it outside when you're outside on the porch, or you can barbecue it. You can cook it in a good stew or a sauce. They got everything like that. Pork steaks, $1.49 a pound, and nothing better than a pork steak on a barbecue grill. Go buy your local Piggly Wiggly. And what you'll notice this weekend when you go buy all the different specials, $1 works is what they call it. Iceberg heads of lettuce at $1, big batches of ripe tomatoes at $1 a pound, best choice large eggs $1 a dozen, deluxe mac and cheese $1 a box. Spend your dollar, get a lot at your local Piggly Wiggly locations throughout St. Landry Parish, Acadia Parish, St. Martin Parish, all around.
the pig.
The pig.
I've got a death here, Miss Loli Sashry Greathouse. And when I saw Sashry, well, then I start reading a little bit more, carefully. That's correct. And she was a native of Opelousas and a longtime resident of Lafayette. And of course, her brother Ike Sashry and his wife Gladys continued to live right here in the Opelousas area. So my sympathies to the Sashry and Greathouse family. Another young man who passed away was Mr. Joseph, better known as J.L. Frugier.
From the Morrow area.
That's correct. Age 75, he was buried. He's going to be buried on Wednesday. And real nice guy. I got to knowing him. I've been knowing him, but got to knowing him better a few years back. We were all members of the Antique Car Club. And he had antique cars, that's right. And he was a very generous member and always in the best of mood.
I knew him as a farmer. You know, we were farmers over on the northern end of the parish, and he farmed what we'd call Alligator Slough. As you'd go into LeBeau from Opelousas on the Washington Highway, on your right-hand side, it was a huge open piece of property, would flood quite a bit in the old days. So a lot of water would back up in what they call Alligator Slough, and he would farm that property. And some years he had a lot of property to farm, and some years when the water stayed high, he had much less. I guess he made a deal with the landowner and all that to make it work right. But
then he was in the oil field construction business for quite a number of years. And of course, I know his brother Roland very well also, and he too is from, well, they show him from Plocherville, probably a Plocherville address.
Plocherville, Potatoeville, all Bourdonville.
Let me get a couple more before I overlook them. And
we got a lot. We have a lot. We lost a lot of friends this week.
We had a lot of friends in the last 10 days. Herbert Lonclos, age 76. A close friend of mine coming up, his brother Murphy, who is now living back in Opelousas. Good morning, Mr. Murphy. Herbert was a couple of years older than Murphy was. He was a little bit ahead of us in school, but small town, we got to know him, and his father owned a little grocery store down on, I guess that would be east or north, Laurent Street, way down there before you get to the interstate now. So anyhow, to his family, my deepest of sympathies. Then Marcel LeBlanc also passed away, and he was age 79. He was buried on Tuesday. His wife of 56 years is Miss Patricia Dugal LeBlanc. Pat Dugal, Pat LeBlanc, I might correct myself, and Miss Purser, Ann Purser. Pat plays the piano, the organ, and piano, and Ann sings.
Oh, exactly.
At church.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. Beautiful voice and certainly great. They do a lot of tremendous work for the community. And of course, I've known Marcel very, very well for years and years. And he, long time, had his own business. Well, he was a partner of St. Landry Tractor Company for 25 plus years. And then he had he manufactured baits and sold them. You know, today you sell them everywhere.
Lures.
Lures. Okay,
that's the word,
baits.
Huh?
No, baits.
I'm
going to just say baits. All right, whatever.
Cricket is bait.
Fishing.
Okay. I got you.
Paraphernalia.
I got you.
And then he went to work at Red Oaks Golf Course. And then when just recently he's been working over, he just wouldn't quit. He was working over at Indian Hills Country Club. In fact, I went to get a sandwich there Tuesday, and Lee and Shirley hadn't returned from the funeral yet. So my deepest sympathies to the family.
Quality Portable Buildings. If you want to go see our friend Hugh Guidry over at Quality Portable Buildings, tell him me and Bobby both say hi. If you need a good building, if you want it portable, you want it on-site, you want it custom-made, think Quality Portable Buildings. They're easy to find on I-49 at exit 23. They can do garage-style, barn, storage, outdoor kitchen, office, beauty shop, you name it, they got it. Quality built and quality priced. Also, don't forget them about propane sales and U-Haul rentals right there.
The first annual Indian Hills Country Club Football Tournament, better known as the Lee Young Invitational, will be held July the 23rd and 24th at the Indian Hills Country Club, and the place is gorgeous right now. With all this rain, the crews are out there just cutting the grass, and it's really growing good. They're going to actually have a Calcutta sale with hors d'oeuvres and a cash ball on Friday, July the 22nd. So it's a whole big long weekend this weekend.
Calcutta betting.
Yep, Calcutta betting, and that's a fun way.
Oh, yeah.
You buy your who you support, the group.
Steamboat Warehouse. Get mama away from the smell of her own cooking. Bring her to beautiful historic Washington, Louisiana. Great food, great ambiance. Steamboat Warehouse. Chef owner Jason Hughey. Let me tell you, the man knows his food. He knows his fresh foods. He knows what's available right now. Those fresh Sycamore Point soft shell crabs. He knows when the shrimp's running. He knows when each of these different items gets the great steaks. I'll go in there some nights and he'll tell me, look, tonight's the night. I got some quality steaks in, or I got some really unusual fish, or I've got some fresh quail that's just in. Go by Steamboat Warehouse. They will hook you up.
I need to talk about, I was asked by a friend out at the Point, Miss Edie Bonvalan, gave me some material to help promote the first annual Denise P. Bro Memorial Redfish Derby. And this is going to be held, of course, over at
there's a photo of the young lady.
There's the young lady right there. She was age 48. She died of a very unusual cancer at a very young age. And a large group of friends, Bo Evans is one, of course, and of course Edie and others are helping promote this. And it's cost $100 registration per boat, and you can put up to 4 people in that boat for $100. And that's going to take place on Saturday, July the 30th. And the shotgun start is at 6 a.m. So, you know, you got to be there on time.
You got to get up early to catch fish.
And you can register there prior to 5:45 a.m. on the day of the Derby, or if you want to, you can contact Bo Evans at Halliburton.com.
At 849-4744.
Yep, that would be his cell number, his private cell number. So, Edie and everybody else, I certainly hope we'll get to mention it one more time, because again, that's not this weekend. That's going to be the following weekend. Sure. And you saw a picture of her.
Show it again there, Mark.
She loved fishing. She loved life.
There she is.
And she was called away at a very young age, and it's a memorial. Look, that fish she had just caught.
She was happy too.
She was a happy fisherman. So please, if you like to fish and you like to help people, please do so. And also in that packet was a little business card here for Captain Devin
Looks good to me.
Leon. Yeah, Leon.
I think
that's Sandra and Richard Leon's son. He's a licensed and insured charter boat captain. Sipper Boat Charters, LLC. How about that?
Carl's Thrift Away. Any medicine that you need, whether it's prescription, over the counter, Carl's Thrift Away can help you. They can compound multiple medicines together, make it easier for you to take. If that pill is too big, like a horse pill, and too dry, they can compound it, make it in an easy to take way for you. They've got a great gift shop, home decorating ideas as well. They'll even send some of their people into your home if you're trying to do some big home decorating. I know some of the big Christmas parties here in town, a lot of times they'll go in, do a big revamping of the whole house, and not just parties, but just general home decorating ideas as well. At Carl's Thrift Away here in Opelousas. And one more, let's go with Dixie Storage. All your storage needs. Personal and commercial storage, if you're trying to put just a little something away, like maybe a bedroom set that you're putting aside for the kids to take off to use for college. Maybe you're repainting the house. You gotta have some stuff to put in there. You'll get it out of the house, you got room to work. Maybe you're a businessman, you want to put a handful of your parts, some of your tools. You can put those things at their different units that are all, they've got units climate control, not climate control, with electricity, not electricity. They've got the whole gambit of what you need. You can store everything in there, from your biggest RVs to your boats, all the way down to little bitty storage closets. Dixie Storage. And don't forget the sister company, A+ Glass, locations in Lafayette and Opelousas.
A couple of weeks ago on a Friday afternoon, while I was at Opelousas General, that was the afternoon that Kelly had been operated on that at Opelousas General. By the way, her back surgery seems to be doing well. She was able to walk me out to my vehicle on Tuesday morning, and so she's smiling. And
she's home.
She's home, and it's going to be quite a few weeks, I guess, before she's really up and at it. But I don't think they take therapy for that. Apparently,
you just have to be careful how you use your back
and do a lot of walking.
Right.
She's having to walk twice in the morning and twice in the afternoon. So that's to strengthen up all the muscles and keep everything strong. Because if you don't move it, you know, it can be tough. Anyhow, that afternoon, I kind of worked my way into an ice cream treat.
I don't know, you ate ice cream.
The Opelousas General was treating members that participate in what they call SPICE project. It's a project where they donate money, and then the SPICE Foundation gives money out to a lot of variety of needy groups. And you know, we need to look into that.
Get on that list for our cerebral palsy group.
You bet we're not on that, and and if we ask them, I'm pretty sure we could get it.
They like our people.
I want to thank Dolores Kidder and Deanna Stella Lejeune. I still put that Stella because I remember her daddy real well.
Yeah,
we were raised a few blocks from each other. And they gave me a delicious little treat. And like I said, I kind of pushed my way in there to get that little treat. But I was just, you know, I'd been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. So a little ice cream treat. And I'm sure those workers appreciated it also. Thanks, gang.
LHC Group, all your home health care needs. Is everything from the different therapists that you need, to the beds, the special chairs, the oxygen type stuff, the button to press to call for help if you've fallen and you can't get up. They got all that with LHC Group, and they got locations throughout all the United States. You know, don't just think about them here in St. Landry Parish with St. Landry Home Care and those type of places. Remember that they've got connections to about every hospital around, so they can help you out in any parish that you're in. I know my grandmother was here in St. Landry Parish, used their home health care here, moved in with my aunt in Carencro. My aunt's a retired nurse, so she could give her more one-on-one help, but we switched her to the Louisiana Healthcare Group out of the Carencro area. So they can always help you wherever you're located. It's all about helping people.
On the way back from
KSLO, see another side of 3.
Sycamore Point,
yes.
Stopped in. We were kind of hungry. We meaning Ramp Spira, Vicky, and myself. And so we stopped in at Chili's in New Iberia on Highway 14, if my memory serves me right. And we had just the nicest waiter waiting on us, Daniel Reagan. I think he might call himself Danny, but his real name is Daniel Reagan. And it didn't take us long to break into a good conversation. He works there part-time. He has his own